and welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Catspit Productions. Thanks a lot for clicking on my video today. I really appreciate your time and attention. And of course, if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. So today is just a quick tips video, really quick here, quick tips for screen printing. In the past, I showed you how to mix Plastisol inks, gallons of Plastisol inks with a drill bit and a paint mixing bit, right? So, or a drill press. You can even use a drill press with a paint mixing bit as well, all right? But, you know, what if you have to mix ink in quarts? Okay, so today I just wanted to demonstrate that you can use a egg beater with one of the little egg beaters on there to mix quarts of ink. Okay, so it is possible to mix water-based inks in the quart and also Plastisol inks in the quart. You know, just remember that Plastisol ink, some of them are going to be thicker than others, and it could really kind of tax the motor a little bit. You may have to turn it up. And, you know, water-based inks you want to mix a little bit before you use, just to make sure that they're thoroughly mixed. Plastisol inks you want to mix because sometimes you will notice a clear fluid in the crevasses. If you open the cap and you see some clear fluid sitting in there, well, that's plasticizer. That's the stuff that rubberizes the ink when it cures in the oven. So you need to make sure that that is mixed into the Plastisol ink very thoroughly. All right, so it's pretty easy. You're going to don't use your mother's ink mixer, okay? Just get an old one from Goodwill or the thrift shop or something like that, or a really cheap one from Walmart or something. And then you're going to need a little tiny spatula to scoop the ink out, especially Plastisol and my water-based, because it's pretty thick. But a lot of water-based inks are thin, so they'll run off of the beater pretty easily. But a little tiny thing that can fit into the egg beater would be very handy. All right, so let's just quickly show you how easy it is to mix quarts of Plastisol ink or water-based ink with an egg beater. Okay, so for water-based ink, this is pretty easy. You get your little egg beater thing and get it in there. You're also going to need a little tiny spatula to be able to get the ink out of here, because it's going to kind of clump up on here when you take it out. There'll be a big clump of ink on here, especially with my water-based ink from Amex. You know, it's kind of like cake frosting. So other water-based inks will be very thin, and I'm sure it will run off of the egg beater. But this one is going to be clumpy on the egg beater, and we're going to have to scrape it off with this. And it fits in there nice. Okay, and it's fairly easy. So just, you know, start with the lowest possible power setting. And you're going to go in and mix it nice and thoroughly, just kind of like you were making whipped cream or something. Okay? That's it. It's very simple. The egg beater works really great for quarts, and it works really great for water-based inks, you know. So, see what I'm saying? So with my water-based ink, you're going to have to do this. You know, again, other water-based inks will be a lot thinner, and they just run off. They're not, you know, they're very runny. So they're not going to stick on here like this. This stuff literally is kind of like whipped cream or cake frosting. It's very cool. That's why I sell it on the e-commerce site, catspitscreenprintsupply.com. All right, sorry for the plug, guys, but I got to make a living, you know? So egg beater can be very cool. Just a warning for the wise: don't use mom's egg beater from the kitchen. She's probably not going to like that. And if you get ink on the body, you know, water-based ink, it can possibly dry. Who knows? It might come off, it might not. And then with my water-based ink and some others that are truly water-based, you can just, you know, we take this right over to the washout booth and rinse it off with water really easily. Okay, so it's pretty cool. You know, take a moment to get as much ink as you can, because ink isn't cheap. You know, water-based ink, especially good water-based ink, isn't really necessarily cheap. It's not, you know, like really expensive, but you know, it's a little bit more expensive than Plastisol. You know what I'm saying? All right, so now I can go over to the washout booth and use the garden hose with a shower spray nozzle and rinse these two things off quite easily. And that's it. So that's how you can mix water-based inks with, oops, I got a little on me. That's how you can mix water-based inks with an egg beater and make it really easy and efficient. All right, so let me clean off these tools. So for Plastisol inks, it just depends. Plastisol inks are pretty thick, and you know, this is another reason why you don't want to use mom's egg beater, because it could wear out the engine. It's really thick. You might have to turn up the power, or it could be so thick that you're gonna have to use a drill with a tiny paint mixing bit if you can get one. A lot of the paint mixing bits are pretty big. That's why I was showing you this, because the little egg beater fits into the quart containers really nicely. So let's see if we can mix some Plastisol. Yeah, so I'm turning up the power just a little bit. You know, some high opacity inks might be really, really thick, so it could kind of beat on it a little bit, but it should be doable. Okay, and that's it. And then again, just use your little spatula and scoop the ink off back into the bucket, and that's about it. So you can use your, an old egg beater to mix Plastisol inks and quarts of Plastisol ink and quarts of, water-based ink pretty easily. And that's it. Just a quick tip for you, because, especially with Plastisol, sometimes you really need to mix the ink. And remember that Plastisol ink is thixotropic, right? So the more you mix it, the more you stir it, the more you work it, it's going to become creamier, smoother, and easier to work with. And when you open the Plastisol ink, like I mentioned, you might see clear liquid in the crevasses, right? That's plasticizer, and that needs to be mixed back in. So for quarts, an egg beater can be very handy. All right, sorry about the noise. There's a little construction going on over next door. They're building a giant warehouse next to my building, so it's been a little noisy. I just wanted to show you really quick. So, for water-based ink that is really, truly water-based, after you scrape it off, you can literally just rinse it off with water. And with my Amex inks, you can see there's a little white in there because I already cleaned this one. All right, but it was really easy. The Amex water-based inks are truly water-based. So all I did was scrape off as much as I could, and I rinsed it until it was completely clean. Now, Plastisol ink is a little bit more difficult to clean, so I would suggest using a bucket and a brush system, kind of like this. And it'll take you a minute to do this. You might even be able to leave it in the egg beater and put it in here and spin it. Not too fast, it'll make a mess, it'll splash out and stuff like that. But you could possibly, if I filled this up a little bit more with ink wash, I could dip my beater in here with the electric part on, the motor on, and stir it, and it would probably come pretty clean. Otherwise, just some kind of brush system like this will work pretty nicely. And that's it. Just scrub it and clean it as I'm doing until the egg beater thing is perfectly clean, so that you can use it again on a different color without contaminating colors. Okay, and yes, I'm very old school. I do not wear gloves. That's because chemicals are delicious. No, I'm just kidding. Don't taste your chemicals. I'm just, most of the chemicals are pretty benign, and I do not have enough exposure and skin contact with them for them to really do anything to me. You're not going to get cancer from doing this, okay? There's more carcinogens in the air you breathe than you'll absorb by doing this, okay? That's my opinion. But of course, use gloves and goggles and stuff like that if you're worried about that kind of thing. All right, so as you can see, the Plastisol ink will just take a few moments to clean off, and that's it. All right, so there you go. And voila! They're clean and ready to use for the next time. So obviously water-based ink that is water soluble will be easy to clean off, and Plastisol ink will take you a little bit more work, but you know, it's worth it. The egg beater is very cool, and that's it. That's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this quick tips video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, if you need screen printing equipment or supplies, like water-based ink or Plastisol ink or screen printing presses and dryers, check out catspitscreenprintsupply.com. Thanks again for watching, and of course, we will see you next time.